Yo, pulled up to the set when I heard that brutal sound of the bass. Start to feel like I'm dreaming, man, should have seen that look on my face. But I'm so low-key, I'm an anonymous T that I left no trace. But when I step 1 foot in the room, I'ma set this place. I feel like king of the hill when they're never gonna take my crown. That's the type of my sound, better rise up when I shut this down. I feel like king of the hill when they're never gonna take my crown. That's the type of my sound, better rise up when I shut this. Yeah. My God. Yeah. I feel like king of the hill when they're king of the hill. My God. Yeah, yeah. It feels like murder. Setting them alight when I lit that flame. Try pulling up side by side for the race, just realize that we're in a different lane. Yeah, see I'm out here killing the game. How can you claim that we're living the same? See in reality being on a similar stage. You're sitting in a crib while I'm singing my name. That flames, whole of the city on lock. The coldest flows and the cream of the crop. Weave them bees with a lean and a bop. Got a phone line ringing to the heat don't stop. I feel like king of the hill when they're never gonna take my crown. That's the type of my sound, better rise up when I shut this down. I feel like king of the hill when they're never gonna take my crown. That's the type of my sound, better rise up when I shut this. Yeah. My God. Yeah. I feel like king of the hill when they're king of the hill. My God. Yeah.
And we're live. Welcome into Clear as Mud Podcast. I'm your host today, Riveter, under the weather, still sick. Somebody hates me, I guess. I don't know. Max is trying to kill things, evidently. Who knows what's going on with him. And then, of course, we have the lovely Gigi Loves Hearts up in the top right-hand corner. So anyway, welcome into the stream today, guys. And with that note, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. D.max.
Hi, everypony. How's everybody doing today in the chats? I see a lot of you people in here. Oh my gosh, is there nobody else streaming over top of us right now? Damn, 15. We never had 15 people from the very start of the thing. Please press like on the video. I would very much appreciate it. Hey, so here's the deal. It is my topic for today. And so I didn't have one this morning. And so I was looking around and I happened to find something that has been ongoing since, like 3 years. For like 3 years, this drama has been kind of ongoing. It's one of those things where it's like, you know, you don't realize like what a particular niche is up to until you kind of like, you know, you lift up the rock and you see what kind of cockroaches are kind of like crawling underneath. And sometimes they're kind of interesting. It's like, ooh, I've never seen that species before. So there's a few things in here that I am not totally like cued into because I'm just kind of getting into this. And full disclosure, actually, the thing that actually got me on the track to looking at this at all was Grok. That's Grok on X. I'm a member of like the thing where you can ask the AI, the Twitter AI, like different things. And I literally just asked it just because I was like, I didn't know what we were going to do today. I was like, what is a current YouTube drama that is happening? And then it was like, oh, have you seen this? And it gave me a tweet by somebody. And then I went down like a whole rabbit hole and I got all these links and everything. So I'm going to be queuing you guys in. Today we were talking about Genshin Impact. If you guys are familiar with any of the drama surrounding that, it's the same drama. It hasn't stopped since like 3 years ago or whenever. And I'm trying to think if there's like an easy way that I can kind of do an over under with the Genshin Impact stuff. Basically, Genshin Impact fans and just like the community in general, and maybe what this stream is just going to be about, is just witnessing their slow decline into like more and more like problematic sort of toxicity sort of thing in their community. The main problem that they have is that they go around whenever they don't get their way in their video game, by like, well, actually, a lot of these links that I'm going to be looking up are going to kind of go through this. Can we pull up the news articles that I sent? They should be, I'm going in chronological order from the top to the bottom, so
You
it
sent
should
news
be
articles.
right.
Where did you
I
send?
think I
news
did.
articles? I don't
I think I
have
sent it to
anything.
you. Did I not send you the?
Nope.
Oh my God, I never pressed send. Oh my God, I pressed send on the wrong computer. That's why. There it is. I just sent it in your DMs. My bad, every pony.
So which one?
I thought you
want
had
to
those.
in order? Okay.
Yeah, just the very first one. We're not going to read the whole articles or anything. So this is an article from 2021. It says Genshin Impact players review bomb Google Play rating as anniversary backlash peaks. What?
Nothing. Continue on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's the first article, the first like kind of headliner. The Google Play score is a live amalgamation, and will likely even out soon enough, is like a quote from somebody. But basically the idea was that like Genshin Impact had a like an anniversary, like 1 year of the game being out, and the Genshin Impact people were very, very upset by this, and they hated it. They hated the fact that like the company that owns Genshin Impact didn't do anything for the anniversary, or did very little. It's kind of hard for me to tell because there's a lot of stuff that happens in that game, and I tried to look, and from what I can tell, nothing really happened for the anniversary. They didn't treat it as special, and so the Genshin Impact players started going crazy, and they started leaving review bombs everywhere, and whatever. There is another news article, because like I said, we're not gonna like read through these. I just kind of want to show you the headlines.
Can
Arc.
I interrupt
Yeah, go ahead.
for 1 second to say Genshin Impact is that free game that's like a mobile game?
It is
You
a
didn't
mobile
explain
game.
what this
Yeah.
was. I don't actually know anything about this game other
Got
than
it.
my sister-in-law
Okay.
plays it.
Okay, so Genshin Impact is what is known as a gacha game. It is an action RPG. So you have like different. So a gacha system is kind of like you're basically spending money. It's like a pay to. I don't want to say pay to win, but it's like a pay to play. It's a free to play game, but the model is that you can get like cool heroes that you can play as if you spend a certain amount of money, and just kind of like go through these like loot box kind of drop things, and eventually you get the gacha pull for the hero that you want, or an ultra rare or a mega rare or a legendary. I don't know what the things are. I've never played Genshin Impact either, so I don't know too much about it, but that's just basically the kind of game that it is. The gacha thing is like really becoming a problem a lot of places. There's a lot of like discourse over whether gacha games are good for kids and that kind of thing, but Genshin Impact is actually huge in China. It's a big game. A lot of the pay to win games are. So
Cringy in the chat is saying that there wouldn't be much because Lunar New Year would be a bigger event for them, and that makes a ton of sense because Lunar New Year is like, which by the way is next week, if in case anybody needs to prepare in any particular way. We're going into the Year of the Dragon. I'm actually already ready.
Ooh, that's exciting. That actually sounds fancy.
It's a fun time.
One of the things that I've started seeing recently, and it seems to be more like YouTube Shorts and TikTok feeds. You have these creators that are out there. There's this one game that they always advertise. Play this game, whatever, and it's these army guys that are sliding back and forth and shooting the different things to get more, bigger power ups, stuff like that. But
yeah.
But if you click on the link to get the mobile app or whatever, it's not really that game.
No.
And so
that's
the bait and switch.
I think it's really funny. I've seen those on Twitter where it'll advertise that game, and then underneath it will be a community notes post that says this game is not this game.
Yes. And so anyway, but I've seen things like that. I there for a while. I guess it was kind of a gotcha type thing. It was a browser based game, and it was the what was it? Game of Thrones game. And of course, if you wanted to get the different characters, right? If you wanted to get like say Tyner's what's his name? the little dwarf dude, or if you wanted to get, say,
Yeah.
any other
I can't remember his name either.
Lannisters or Jon Snow or the Queen of
God,
Dragons.
it's so crazy to me that
Yeah.
like that has only been out of the zeitgeist for like a few years, and I can't remember
Yeah.
any of the characters' names. Wow.
But anyway, yeah,
I know he's a Lannister.
yeah,
And I have a shirt that says, "I drink and I know things."
Right.
Yeah,
I drink
Everybody.
and I know things. Yeah.
exactly.
Of course.
And so, but again, those were one of those games where you had to pay, and they get you to unlock chests to get more things and stuff. So, yeah, I'm familiar with that type of stuff. I guess this game was something along that lines. Then I guess is that.
It's it is as advertised. It's not like it wasn't or anything like that. But going back to this news article, there really quick. The thing that was interesting to me about this was, so the original anniversary came out, and for whatever reason, the game publisher did not do anything, and the Genshin Impact fans got so angry and so mad and so upset about this, they review bombed their own game, but then they also review bombed games that were made by the same developer, but then they also went on to review bomb other games, citing Genshin Impact as a problem. Like, so they would reply, they would go under the reviews for like Clash of Kings, or what is it? Clash of Clans, that's the name of the mobile game. And they would leave review bombs saying like, Genshin Impact's terrible, you got to fix this, whatever. So it was like really confusing situation. So the Genshin Impact community, to me, at least just from researching this, already kind of starting off on a weird foot, given that that's all their things. You can skip the next article. The next one that I want to show is a video. It should say KFC fiasco. Let's play that video.
So if you're like,
so let me bring it up on the YouTube here, and we do the thing here. Okay, so we just start playing.
It's pretty crazy. Yep, go for it.
like me and you're waiting for the KFC glider, nope. I tried searching over here, I tried searching over there, I searched everywhere regarding the glider, and after 2 minutes on Google, I couldn't find shit. But what I did find was the absolute chaos that is the Chinese KFC event.
The chicken wings.
So back in
Shit's about to get so real, you have no idea.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah.
So let me get this right. And this is nothing new. Fast foods have done collabs with like movie franchises and things like that. World of Warcraft. I mean, they've done it all, right? So you're telling me that this game had a collab with KFC and it got crispy, extra crispy?
Oh yeah. It got pretty crispy. Yeah, it got pretty. I mean, honestly, it's so funny because like it is really funny, and maybe I'm kind of putting the horse before the wagon, or the wagon before the horse here. But like, I think the funniest thing about all of this is the way that these Genshin Impact creators like commentary. They consider themselves like Genshin Impact commentary community. Like I've heard that term floated around a few times, and it's like the way that they cover all of this, like it's like the biggest deal in the world. But I mean, compared to like a lot of other stuff, fairly mild, like really not too much, like too crazy. But play the video, you'll see what I'm saying. You'll see what I'm talking about.
In March, MiHoYo decided to team up with KFC, because who doesn't like KFC? We all like KFC.
Oh, my stomach is on fire and I love it.
What the fuck? Starting from the 8th of March, a bunch of KFC stores around China will be gentrified. Inside the KFC was chicken and a bunch of crazy decorations like a barber table.
Hi there, Travis.
Paimon from Genshin Impact, she's emergency food, so I find that really funny. Amber table. Now, one of the first things that catches your eye when you first walk into one of these KFCs might be that these KFCs don't actually exist, because what kind of KFC looks this clean? My KFC looks like this. Meanwhile, this fake store is pretending to be KFC, but I'll let it slide. Just like the people sliding in line to order this chicken bucket. This chicken bucket has two sides, Diluc and Noelle. Now, obviously, Noelle is superior because she serves you food. Meanwhile, Diluc on the other side, he's just standing there. Unless he's the food? What you would do is walk into one of these participating KFCs and order this bucket meal, which according to my eyes looks like 2 drinks, 1 piece of chicken, 2 wings, a burger, and 2 pies. So it's not actually a bucket of chicken like some people were thinking, but rather a bucket with chicken in it.
Can I have the new KFC meal, please?
If you wanted to be more technical, this meal
my
actually
God.
has 3 wings instead of 2 wings because when you ordered this meal,
Invoking
they
Filthy
will give you a
Frank.
code for the extra wing. Get it? Wing, as in the wings of a KFC wing glider, not an actual
There are
chicken
so
wing.
many things in this
Anyways,
video
so you
that my ADD is going wild for a number of reasons. Number one, do you
Okay.
guys know that KFC is big all over the world, and supposedly Middle Eastern
Yeah.
KFC is like fucking amazing, is what I've heard.
Really?
Yes. Two, Genshin Impact figures are apparently some of the most beautiful figures like coming out of any kind of figure that people do. As a figure collector, I wish I played the
Oh.
game because I will not get figures of things I don't necessarily play, but they beautiful, amazing, designed and innovative and all that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
And three,
That explains a
like
lot,
this,
actually. That'll come in handy later. I'm glad you said that.
yeah, three, he's talking about how clean these KFCs are. This is Asia, and this is like everywhere.
Yeah.
Like I went to Tokyo by myself, and I was really concerned about getting sick because I tend to get sick because of food pretty easily. And so I kept sticking to American chains in Japan, like McDonald's, and they were all super clean, and there were signs so you could point to things, and you didn't have to speak whatever language they were speaking there, and all
Yeah.
the food was delicious and like served to you like you're a person and not cattle. It was amazing and great.
Oh my
And
gosh.
we should definitely
That's not
talk
what
about
I've
that.
heard. I've heard Asia. I've heard specifically Japan. It's not that it like I've heard it said like that where it's like they treat you like a person and not like cattle. But the way I've heard it described another way is that they're just a lot more friendly to like introverts. You know, they're a lot more introvert friendly. So it's like they don't force you to like go up and like have to order your food and talk to people or whatever. There are places you can go where you don't talk to anybody and you just end up getting your food and walking out. You know.
There
So maybe that's the difference. I don't know. Oh, well, somebody didn't like Gigi's opinion. She just yeeted. Just got yeeted. Somebody just yeeted her out of the call.
Well, that
F in the
seems a
chat
bit-
for Gigi.
That seems a bit extreme, but I will allow it.
You know what? I always blame the person who has the perms that would do this.
Yeah.
Maggot. Maggot is the person who has the perms who is known for doing this thing. So I'm going to say that was Maggot.
don't you need to stop blaming Maggot for things. You started a war between Maggot and Nintendo Mail, saying that he
I didn't start anything. She literally, like, they already had that going on. Like, that was already happening before they started. Like, listen, and it's Nintendo. That's all in Nintendo Mail, okay? He was getting the best treatment in the world from Maggot, and then out of nowhere, he just starts talking all this mad smack. It's just, I'm just saying, like, anyway.
I don't know. Anyways, yes. So, it is more introvert friendly in that I did see like everywhere I went, I would go to places and there were people sitting by themselves, eating their food, playing their game console, and it was
Right.
like totally normal and fine for this to be like adult people in business suits doing it, which felt really nice. However, it should be understood that in general, Japanese people and really most East Asians do look down on us Westerners, like as a whole, like as a race. We are considered like you could be like, imagine the best American you've ever met. They will still never be as good as like your average Japanese person from the Japanese perspective. And like, I don't know that you can hate them for that because theoretically, shouldn't we all think we're the best or something?
Yeah.
Even though as
No.
Americans, we're not actually allowed to do that.
No.
Well, exactly. That's
I
the thing.
I thought that was considered like racist.
Nationalism. Yeah.
Why is it
Russia.
racist to think that you're
Your race is
if every-
your race is superior to another race? Oh, I don't know. I don't know why that would be considered racist.
Why
No,
would
no,
that
no,
be
no, no.
considered?
Why would that be considered racist, Gigi? I have
Well,
no damn clue.
theoretically,
me.
if everyone thinks they're better than everyone else, obviously none of us are correct, and then it all evens out because none of us have low self-esteem.
Oh, some of us are correct. Yeah, I don't know. I
So,
don't know.
and that is something weird to experience in Japan because they are so polite that you're like, oh, this is great, and everybody's so friendly, but it's not. It's very once you start to understand what they're actually saying to you or like how you're actually being treated, it's not great. But you know, it's a cultural differences and things to learn.
Well,
And otherwise, Japan is
yeah.
great. So yeah.
And that's the thing is like that little bit of the cultural divide I think might kind of come into play later with another video that we'll watch in a second. I want to get through this one though because it starts to get really good.
Go for it.
You finish your order, you got the bucket and the glider, but wait! It's not over yet, because a few days later, we will initiate part 2. So, a few days after the initial event, business was booming as usual. People would line up to buy the meal, get the glider, see the cute decorations. Amber table, but it wasn't enough. We need.
Okay, what is this shit about it?
It's just it's a reference to the game. See, there's a few things that like these people make, because look, fair enough. They're making content for people who play Genshin Impact. So they're putting in jokes and references to the game, things that like people who are on the outside, we wouldn't know what that is or whatever. So I assume that that's hilarious to somebody, but not to me. Amber is a great character to play. Okay. Isn't a great character. Amber is not a great character to play. So it's like a meme. I get it.
So I get it. So was it just me being an old boomer and not getting a joke? It's just nobody gets it unless you play the game. Got it. So
I guess
hold on. I didn't get it either, and I'm not an old boomer. Thank you very much.
But you haven't played the game.
But I said it's more about not playing the game. It's just not me being a boomer.
Can that be the tagline for the podcast from now on? Can it be the Clear as Mud podcast, Amber Table?
Sure. Why not?
What do you guys think?
I don't care.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
All right.
That makes as much sense as anything else we do.
Right
good.
Glad
we're on the same page.
Need more sales, goddammit. How do we get more sales? Shit. Starting on the 13th of March, people could get their hands on some limited ultra rare pins, and they only had 90 sets available. Each set included Diluc and Noelle. First come, first serve.
Oh, you gotta love that shit when it happens.
Pause right here. Can I say, as a collector, I hate that shit. Don't fucking do this to me.
It's limited. Well, it's a limited release. That's what makes it special.
Run. That's just the way it is. It's a limited run.
Listen, there are 7+ billion people on this planet, and you're gonna make 90 of a thing for no reason. It's not like there's a limited amount.
That's why they called it ultra rare.
Well, that's the hilarious thing is like these pins. He'll show them kind of. They're just like 3D printed pins that are just like painted. It's like it's just a stupid pin. It's nothing. But like keep playing. I don't want to bury the lead.
Well, of course.
So this popped off. People wanted the limited release thing.
There's only 90 of them, and 5 million Oriental people showed up for the fucking pins.
It's China, dude. They're known for overpopulation. What did you think was going to happen? It's the most popular video game ever.
I'm sure there were a few Americans that showed up that thought, well, hell, I'm American, so I'm going to the front of the line, bitches.
And got kicked out.
I can only imagine.
They got punted over the Great Wall.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's a lot of people.
Now here's the question.
A lot of people.
Is this actual footage or is this like B-roll shit that this guy?
No. This is real. No, this is real. This is actually from that because I saw it in other people's videos and stuff when they were talking about it.
Okay.
Yeah. Look at that.
Okay, every one of these people are retarded. And I'm going to tell you why every one of these people are retarded.
Because they should know that there's more than 90 people ahead of them, right?
Exactly. You think they're all going to get the screaming shits and have to take off running, and you'll be that one person that gets to go get the pin? No, that's not how they shit. People will literally shit themselves just to get the pin.
Oh yeah. You know what's really funny too is look how many of them are on their phones right now. It's just.
And they're probably playing the fucking game.
Hell yeah, they're playing Genshin Impact. Hell yeah. Got to get those gotcha pulls, man. I don't care if I'm in line for a little pin.
Fucking retards. Jesus Christ.
Cringy confirms it in chat, by the way. We do enjoy punting Americans over the Great Wall. There you go. Now you know.
I don't blame him. I'd punt our asses over the Great Wall too.
Yeah.
Makes me so mad.
Why? Because you got punted over the Great Wall?
No, because I would never do this because I will not be around this many people for that amount of time. But I collect Monster High dolls, and every time they release one part that's part of the adult collection, I have to be at the website at the exact moment of release. And if I have not managed to make a purchase I'm not kidding you. Within the first 3 minutes, I don't get the doll.
You don't get
at
it.
all.
You just don't get it. Yeah.
Or
Because
no,
people are just
I could get it. I
spamming.
will get to spend at least double on eBay if I still, which I refuse to do. And it's like, why? Why, Mattel? Why? You don't have to do this. You don't have to do this to anyone.
Yes,
and
they do.
most
Yes,
of
they
that
do.
is fucking scalpers.
Listen, here's
who
the
are
thing.
just buying it
Okay,
for
so here's the
that.
deal. If you're truly a collector, then you understand why they do this, right? Because if they were produced in mass, like what you're wanting, there would be zero collectability.
Well,
Zero.
but hold on, Riv.
No.
It's not the same. It's not the same thing because not all collectors are exactly this. Like there are collectors that want to collect because they are trying to retain value in an item, and then there's
Sure.
collectors who just like the items, right? So
Sure.
yeah, I agree with you. For people who are trying to retain value and use it as like a way of like, you know, keeping their funds or something like that, sure, that's
sure.
like
As
that
an investment. Look at it as
makes
an
sense for them.
investment. I get you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That
here's
makes
the
sense.
deal. Then
Yeah.
don't collect the shit that you know they're going to do limited runs on. That's the only thing I can tell you.
Okay. Pause. When I started collecting, they didn't. This was a regular line of dolls that was made for children, and the first few lines, like,
first of all,
was normal.
Let's back
And
up
then-
what was the first thing you said? This was a line of what?
Toys for children.
There you go. I rest my case.
But no, but that's what's really funny about it too is can you imagine you're making a toy for children, but you only make a limited amount? Like why? Like why would you do that? You know, like I get why you would do it for collectors, but why would you do that for kids?
I have the full first line except one doll because this one doll I guess was the least popular, so they made the fewest of them. And even years ago, I'm talking like 7 years ago, I could not find this doll for less than $250, which was a doll that retailed for $35. Like, why?
How bad do you want it?
Not $250.
Not that bad.
All right, there you go.
I'll tell you that.
Problem solved. Problem solved.
All right,
There you
all right.
go.
And it was never meant to make me money. I just liked them. I liked the concept. They're monsters. They're fashionable. The shoes in particular were amazing. And they
Gigi has a passion for fashion. Yeah, makes sense.
And Mattel has made me suffer. I
Damn
get
it,
it. Now
Mattel.
it's for money, but for no reason at the time. So this makes me upset, actually. But that's
All right.
fine. We can continue.
Yeah,
Are you sure?
but let's watch. Yeah, let's watch this.
Okay.
别想着什么新章了，就尽享美味吧。
Retards.
It was.
Well, this
fucked
also
up.
might
My
just
whole
be
mind
people who
kept
are just
thinking about-
coming out to see what it is or something. I don't
No.
know. Like I don't know if all of them are there for the collectibles.
Oh, they're there. They're there for the collectibles. 100%.
What do you think that smells like? Okay, don't answer
Ass.
that. Actually, this is a different
Ass.
country.
Actual ass. It smells like
Okay.
anytime you get that many people together, right?
Okay, I will
It's-
disagree with you. I've been to a number of cities in China and been in places this crowded. I don't know if you guys know this. Most Asians don't produce the bacteria that causes BO. So actually, this probably smells fine.
Oh, extra doubt. There's no way that's a real thing. I mean, like
Google
I
it. It's a real
I
thing.
don't know.
It's genetic.
I don't know about that one.
Minutes
I
says
don't
that
know.
literally is not true. Well, you know what?
Google
Let's
it,
do.
Twyla.
Here
Google it.
we'll
Thing-
Google it right now. We will
Do
Google
it.
this shit right now.
That doesn't sound right because
Dude.
I have so many Asian friends, and you.
Yeah, okay,
you
but
can find
Gigi,
out-
have
and
you
they
been-
don't even wear deodorant.
But Gigi though, but have you ever been though to like a Chinatown, like you know, like a Chinese section or like an Oriental section of like a city or something like that? Are you telling me with the stanky ass
What the
food which by the way, the more like garbage a Chinese dish smells like, the more delicious it is, 100%. So it's not a diss. I'm not dissing anybody. I'm just saying with all of that stanky garbage that they like to eat, are you telling me that none of that comes out in their skin? I just don't believe it. I don't believe it.
I think it comes
You know?
out in other ways.
Okay. Gross.
All right, so
You
here
got
we go.
muted. You got muted, Gigi. You got muted. I don't know how, but you got muted. Who's doing that? Is Seth fucking with us?
Probably. Says the characteristics of human auxiliary odor is formed by bacterial action odor precursors that originate from apocrine sweat glands. Caucasians and Africans possess a very strong auxiliary odor, whereas many Asians have only a faint acidic odor.
So it's okay. All right. So there's some truth to what she's saying. All right. I'll give it to you. But I'm just saying, listen. It may only smell like a fraction of how bad like an American group like that would smell, but it's still gonna be stanky. All right. And all these motherfuckers just ate KFC. So put that in your
the greasy
thought box there.
Yeah, the chicken wings.
Yeah. And it's Chinese KFC, so who knows?
Yeah.
All right, keep going.
About how many numbers would pop up if Venti ulted?
Probably.
I mean, just look at this. You're waiting in line for hours trying to get this super rare pin, and when it's finally your turn, the people working there go up and say, nope, the guy in front of you took the last pin. It got to a point where police had to be called in due to COVID regulations. It got worse. So this pin event started from the 13th to the 14th. I am now fluent Chinese. Some KFCs didn't even make it to the 14th, which is understandable because if I was a worker and my KFC looked like this, I wouldn't be able to make it to the next day either. So the situation was pretty intense, just like this guy in a tent who decided, fuck it, I'm not waiting in line, let's just live outside KFC. With the whole situation spiraling out of control with the police having to interfere, stores closing, flies and shit, it got worse.
Oh, I bet he's thinking about some other woman. Oh, fuck, am I the 91st person in the line?
I never told you how to get the pins. You don't just rock up, buy a chicken nugget, and get the pins. Nope. You had to chant a spell to the workers. Meet in another world, enjoy delicious food.
That's what it says. That's what they have to say. Wow. Meet in another world. Enjoy delicious foods.
Yeah. I don't know.
It works.
I'm thinking no. I mean,
you don't want to meet in another world? You don't want to enjoy delicious foods?
I have seen some pretty
embarrassing.
No, I'm gonna say like fan people, fanboys, fangirls, people who are fans of a certain whatever, and I've seen them like do some really crazy, stupid stuff. I myself, I'm sure over the years, probably even did a few crazy ass things for trying to get a collectible here and there, whatever. But never would I no. There's no way in hell I would ever do something like this.
You wouldn't chant that? You wouldn't go up to the clerk at a KFC and
I wouldn't go to a damn KFC, that greasy ass chicken again with.
I'm just saying, like you go up, you walk up to the cashier at the KFC and you say, "Meet in another world, enjoy delicious food," and then she hands you a pin. It's like, I feel like people who didn't know that there was like a big Genshin Impact thing going on, they're just gonna go ahead and assume that you're some sort of lunatic. That's what I would assume anyway. If I heard somebody randomly yell that at a cashier.
I was going to say, I would hate to have to do this in real life. And then I remembered that at Dragon Con last year, they did a thing where at the 5 host hotels, they each had one piece of an art thing that made, like if you had all of them. So I went down to the lobby and tried to get one, an additional one. And the guy, and I was like, do you happen to have any more of those really cool like art cards? Because they're not supposed to give them out to you like for free if you're not staying at the hotel. And he made me roll a 20-sided dice for persuasion. And I did
nice
the thing. But I also felt like the biggest dork. Like I was already going out of my way to get a thing that doesn't matter. But I then also I did.
But you did it though.
Okay. All right.
But
did
I
it feel
also
good?
did get it.
Yeah.
It did right up until I got to the last hotel, which was the Marriott, which had sold out, didn't have any more of them. And then I proceeded to pay $25 to a stranger on the internet for their hotel room key card, which they definitely got for no money at all.
Okay, but again, it is supply and demand. How bad did you want it? And you wanted $25 worth. There you go.
I did indeed. And not just that, because in order to get the other, so I had one because I was staying at one of the host hotel. The other 3, I actually had to like scooter around downtown Atlanta to the other hotels to hope that they would give me the cards. And 3 out of the 4 did. And then, yeah. So it wasn't just like, I'm going to do this one geeky thing. It's I'm going to do this one geeky thing and then proceed to spend, I don't know, 3 hours to collect the others. But
Oops.
She went mute on us again, but
you got mute. How come you keep on getting muted?
That?
It's not me. Like my hands are here.
I'm gonna look at the logs.
Yeah, well, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna look at the
Yeah,
logs.
look
I
at
want
the
to look at the logs.
Yeah,
Are
who's
there
doing it.
logs?
And whoever's doing it may have just lost their admin privilege.
I can't see it in the logs, or at least the logs that I can see.
Security
Doesn't show who. It doesn't show muting.
Well, now I muted myself, so that's fine.
Okay. Well, anyway.
I'm trying to meet in another world and eat delicious food.
Nice. Yeah, there's a little bit left of this video, and then we can go on because there's a little bit more. Because this is just setup, honestly. This is not even like the main thing, really.
This is not the main thing.
Who do you think did it, chat? Who done it? It's the who done it of who done it in chat. Who done it? Was it Maggot? Did Maggot do it? Maggot's not even in chat. If it were Maggot, we would see her in chat and she would say, "Yeah, it was me," you know, or she would say, "No, it wasn't me," or something. But
it could have been Banana too. He has perms, I think.
I don't know if Banana would do that. Banana's not known for silencing dissidents, or is he?
That's true.
Anyway.
No, he's known for creating dissonance, but not silencing.
That's true. That is true. Just look at last stream. Okay. So yeah, let's keep playing this video though.
Okay.
A little bit left. A little bit left of this.
So imagine you're a dad taking your son to KFC. What the fuck is a Genshin Impact? So you're sitting at one of the tables when suddenly a guy walks up to the counter and starts, "Hey, little mama, meet in another world. Enjoy delicious food. Meet in another world. Enjoy the..." People with social anxiety are playing this on hardcore mode. I mean, hey, this guy's shirt says it all. And it gets worse. Amidst all the chaos, people started stealing Noelle cutout. Like, first of all, I'm upset that no one went for the D-Luke one. Don't steal. Stealing is bad. At this particular KFC, the manager was apparently being questioned by the police as to why there's so many people in the area. With the manager being taken out, White Shirt uses this opportunity to swoop into the store and secure Noelle. Target acquired. But then, White Shirt was intercepted by Black Jacket. They remain in a standoff against each other. The crowd cheers. I'm just gonna assume they cheer for anything because I don't know what they're saying. After minutes of back and forth, psychological manipulation, Black Jacket manages to come out on top, securing Noelle from White Shirt. But wait, what is Black Jacket doing? He's returning Noelle back to the KFC? What a Chad. The story ends with White Shirt Man going home with a new phobia of black jackets. That's just one incident. People that were successful in the Noelle cutout heist started selling them online. 6,999 highest bid.
Look at that.
110 bidders.
Holy shnikes.
Why is there a market for stolen cardboard?
So, okay. All right, I don't want to take
peasants with your in-game Noelle.
We're good. Okay, that's it. That's all you need to see. That's all you need to see. This guy's video is really, really good. It's a decent video. To be honest, a lot of these videos, a lot of these commentary community, like Genshin Impact creators or people who make this content, like they're actually like kind of channeling like sort of like that really like, I don't know, straight from the veins kind of commentary community stuff. Like it feels like 2016 when I watch their stuff. So that's kind of what like made me interested in general. So I'm glad we got a little bit of a taste from that. Here's my question, because I always like to give questions for you guys. Do you want something that is going to be a little bit easier to understand? Or do you guys want something that's just like batshit insane to show you like how nuts? Because there's no way you guys are going to understand exactly what's going on with the Genshin Impact community in terms of drama. You want off the scales?
Insanity.
You want off the Richter? Okay, all right. Yeah. Then let me just make sure I've got the right link here. Just double check. I think it's the second. Yes, it is. Okay. It's the second link underneath where it says main course. It's not the first link. It's the second link.
Second course?
So it's the one that... It says main course.
Yeah, it's
second course.
Second course of the main course.
Yes, second course of the main course. We'll just skip right to that.
See what I did there?
You organized the notes like
this video
as a menu. Is that what you did?
Exactly.
Chef's kiss. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Yeah. So a lot of this is going to be a little bit wild, but you guys are going to see like I said, like it's just sometimes you stumble upon a niche community, you lift up the rock and you're just surprised by the amount of bugs underneath it. So give this a play.
Is this Power World? It kind of looks like Power World.
Yeah, right.
Like Power World. as someone who
Kinda,
does not
yeah.
play Power World.
Does look a little bit like Power World.
It's gonna solve problems. Today I have to talk about the Genshin drama and how it's like really a mess. And by the way, shout out to Box.
Look at this. Wait, go back. I need you to go back. So this is what's nuts to me immediately. Like try to pause it right on the thing where it has like that thing that comes up with all the strings going everywhere.
The Genshin drama and how it's like really
right there. Look at this fucking thing. Look at this. So these are so this is not one drama. This is not two dramas. This is like 17 different dramas all happening simultaneously within this community, okay? Each of these lines that goes from one creator to another is basically talking about who it is that's starting beef with each person, right? Okay. This is unhingedly insane. The amount of little things they've got going everywhere. These are all ongoing. A lot of these have not been squashed, you know? And a lot of these, like, it's like weird things will happen in these videos that I've seen. It's like one person in here will talk about somebody and then they'll mention someone else just ancillarily. That person will be so upset that all of a sudden they'll start making content saying this person's bad, you shouldn't do anything. And these people go straight for like life ruination stuff. There's a lot of claims going around that certain people within this community make it, you know, they talk to I can't remember the name of the community. I keep on fucking forgetting the name of the business that actually does Impact, but the producers of Impact, of Genshin Impact, they go to them and tell them, don't work with this creator because I don't like them. Or they'll just make some random shit up about them to tell them, don't look at this or whatever. Anyway,
so
I just thought that was nuts.
Basically, what I'm hearing you say here is this is like the really tiny commentary
Hoyoverse
community, basically, right?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
This is like the really, really tiny part of commentary community. This is like the Spurg section of the commentary community.
But the thing is that these people are Genshin, like they're big time, like these are the big top dogs of the Genshin Impact community, as far as I can tell.
But I'm talking about the mindset,
the mentality. Yes, no, yes, it is so much like that. It's like it's all honor based. Like, why are you talking about me like this? You're dissing my character. Like, you know, like, oh, like you think that like you think that Hoyoverse, the company that makes Genshin Impact, you think that Hoyoverse should do anniversaries, but they don't have to placate to you. People saying it's just a game. Other people getting upset at people saying it's just a game. I mean, you're talking like the most autistic. Yeah. I'm just saying.
There's a guy or a girl, a person, a creator whose PFP is a brown cardboard box, and they circled it because why? That's patient zero. I mean,
yes. That's exactly. Yes, that's literally what it is. No, that's real. That's totally real. That's exactly what it is.
This is going to be great. I can't wait for this. Okay. This is going to be a shit show, and I'm here for it.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so we ready to go? Do I play?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Gigi was saying something. Gigi.
Yeah, you gotta.
I just wanted to know if there's some reason that this game would cause so much of this. Like, what is it about this game that has caused this? Do we know?
It's anime characters with big boobies that bounce everywhere. It's that simple.
It's just nerds. It's like it's just. This is the thing is like for us, right, in commentary community where we've seen many dramas, we've seen, you know, we've been through the ringer of a lot of these things. A lot of these things seem really silly to us, but you know, they matter a lot more to a lot of these people. Like you gotta think a lot of these like Genshin Impact people, it's not like they had a career online before this, you know, they just like came out to like thousands of millions of people watching them all of a suddenly. So these are kind of like normal people, like let's call it, you know, normie mentality at least, right? But then nerds, like they're hyper fixated nerds about this, like, you know, gotcha pull, basically pay to play video game, and which I don't know if that's a dirty thing to say, so I'm gonna couch that and say I don't know, I never played the game before, but so they're that mentality, you know. I just so anything could happen.
Let me ask you a question, because I don't, you know, I play video games, but I don't get that deep into all the bullshit. So which one's worse, Sonic, this gonorrhea community, or Kingdom of Hearts, which is probably the most toxic?
Oh man,
worst?
Kingdom Hearts is actually a really wholesome community. I don't think I've ever seen anything bad out of Kingdom Hearts.
You play the shit. So
there's no. I mean, like
that takes it to a toxicity level that is off the charts.
The most toxic you'll get. No, the most toxic you'll get in Kingdom Hearts is like discourse surrounding 3. It's either you like 3 or you don't like 3, and they have very, very like strict opinions about that. I see that happen a lot. But other than that, it's not really a thing. The Sonic fan base is more like. It's not discoursey. Like they have their weird autistic moments, but it's more like
remember Boblax is a Sonic supersonic fan. So,
I know. No, but that's what I'm saying is within the community, right? You're talking about like the discourse within a community. I will say this, from all of the time that I've observed the fan base of Sonic the Hedgehog and been part of it to a degree, I haven't really seen too much discourse that's on the level of Genshin Impact, what I've seen within like literally the one day I'm looking stuff up about it. So maybe it's a matter of sample sizes or something. But from what I can tell, the Genshin Impact people, they're built different. They're just built different.
So I have to ask this. I think we're far enough along into the stream today. I have to ask this, Max, because it always comes back to this with you. How does this tie into One Piece?
God.
You must do it.
Okay, hold on. Let me think. Okay. So when Goldie Roger was King of the Pirates, many people wanted to find the One Piece, but they were all fighting with each other, right? There was a crew that had a bunch of famous pirates on it that ended up being a lot more famous, called the Rock's crew, Rock D Zebek crew. Okay, anyway, yeah, so all of these people were fighting with each other, and then one day they all got like cut down, right? Just somebody came up and there was this whole thing called the God Valley incident that happened. All of them got cut down to shreds, all right? And then from that, all of them went off and did their own thing and became better to a degree, but are still kind of mildly violent and stuff. So I'm hoping that's what happens to Genshin Impact. I'm hoping at some point this stupid fucking video game can go away. Everybody can leave this goddamn gotcha pull nonsense, behind, because they make a lot of money doing it, but it's absolutely terrible for people, in my opinion. And I think that all of these content creators are actually fabulous, and they should go with their experience that they have gotten from this game and go do something else. Because for some reason, these Genshin Impact people cannot stop fighting. Like it's wild. Like they're just wild.
So Cringy says it's a trend of a lot of people assuming any East Asian thing is Japanese, and they're very salty about that.
Well, yeah, she was saying they. I don't know actually. No, she's just was saying before that the difference between anime and I don't know how to pronounce that other word. It's dongua.
Dongo?
Yeah.
Donjo or something, I think.
Donjo, that could be. Is basically the Chinese version of anime, and it's less liberal. But anytime something is trendy, people automatically assume it's Japanese, and I think that's true.
Right.
I will say that that's something that you're gonna run into like pretty much everywhere outside of New York and LA, where either whatever it is automatically Chinese or whatever it is automatically Japanese, and people don't really cite those distinctions.
I will say this: shout out to the Koreans. They seem to get it. they seem to get it pretty good. I haven't seen anything like too problematic come out of Korea, as far as I know. I always have to couch it.
Except every K-pop band ever, due to how the K-pop machine works. You mean except for that?
I mean, I don't know anything about that. My cousins are really into the K-pop thing, and those people work hard. And
yes,
I can respect that.
They're machines that literally work them into the ground, and you're also saying except for their obsession with plastic surgery, which has made it so no one actually knows what Korean people actually look like anymore, because like basically all of them have.
I guess there's a lot more dirty dealings here than I knew about Korea. You know, the more you fucking know, I guess.
All right, so do we need to watch this video now, because if you said this is off the rails?
I mean, it's just nuts in terms of like, how do you keep track of all of this, right? Like, how do you keep track of every single person that is in this little diagram? But this person knows exactly what he's talking about. Yeah. So I just wanted to show you this just to like get it off the rails. If you actually want to know what's going on and like what the big dramas really are, I would say go with the first link in the main course thing, because it's actually going to do a better job. I just wanted to show this diagram more than anything. Just look at it, and it's beauty.
JFA in the chat says that he is a huge fan of this game and he plays it
religiously.
Yeah,
I've heard of that. Yeah. Just be careful where you play it there, JFA. Can't be playing it in public.
I wonder if he stood in line to get the KFC wings.
EMS.
No, he did that at IHOP.
Okay, so you say go to the first course rather than the second course now?
Yes, the first course. Yeah, the first one.
Cringy's saying how most GI fans are chill, but the figureheads tends to stir up a lot of drama.
Yeah, well,
that's true of every fandom. Like there are some fandoms that there are things I enjoy, and I will big one. I love Disney. I love Disney World. I do not call me a Disney fucking adult because Disney adults have
Disney
problems.
adults.
I am an adult who likes Disney. I am not a Disney
not
adult.
a Disney adult.
Same. And this is because the fandom is bananas. Like there's a line, and there are people who like not even just crossed it. They took a pole vault and they just off, you know what I mean?
Well, and to what Cringy said too, like I don't want to cast aspersions on anybody who plays Genshin Impact because I'm sure there's plenty of fine people who do, but it's just this is the scenario that constantly happens whenever it's a game that blows up into like hyper crazy popularity, and all of these nerds who came in and just like cashed in at the very early days of it become popular, and they don't have any social graces enough to be able to like not do things that are bad, I guess, for lack of better words. But let's watch this video. You'll get a sense of it.
Okay.
Anybody who doesn't know.
All right, here we go.
You know me, I'm a gacha content creator. My content is in Arabic. I have a very beautiful community.
Sorry, let me set this guy up. So this guy's going to introduce himself, kind of. I think it's really interesting. This guy is an Arabic content creator. This is his first video that he ever made in English. This channel, by the way, can you show the name of the channel really quick? Because I actually want to give a shout out to this guy. STIOORG. I don't know how you say that. Stiorg, I guess. Fucking awesome. Like this guy has only been making content for like 5 days in English, but fucking awesome content, like just killer. Like this guy nails it
on this
his channel this new channel I think that he made for English content is popping off, and it should. He's great. He's really good.
Okay,
all right, let's play it.
I was covering the drama, we were having fun, but this slime, man, bro, made me switch languages. I'ma be real, not only him, these gacha creators.
What the actual fuck?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm all. Okay, look.
Is that Chris the Narc?
Looks like Chris.
Didn't Chris the Narc dress? Chris the Narc dress up?
I think so.
Okay.
So
there you go. It's Chris the Narc.
Okay, look. I played Magic the Gathering. I went to the conventions. I played. How
many maid outfits did you wear?
I never wore. I never dressed. I never cosplayed. Nothing.
But they would have.
Huh?
I need to hear the explicit denial of never having worn a cat.
I never wore anything other than just my normal street clothes, period. Ever.
Exit out.
Fair.
You exit out all you want to. I wasn't the one going around trying to scoop up pieces of plastic for $25. Now,
listen, very attractive pieces of plastic that is now collectible. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that you're bitching about. Now, so.
Oh boy.
They would have these cosplayers come in dressed as different planeswalkers or other notable characters from within the world of Magic the Gathering, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I would watch these man-childs literally drool over these people. I was like, these people have. Let me bring up the cam here so everybody can see me when I say this. These people had zero self-respect, zero. The way that they acted and behaved, I was like, you've got to be kidding me.
You got to have a little bit more self-respect than all that.
It was just, and they stank on top. At least you ain't getting the blue tape out. I'll give you that today. So, oatmeal brains, exactly purple paw prints, exactly oatmeal brains.
Buy a shirt today.
Buy your shirt today over at on my merch shop. But anyway, let's go back to let's get this thing off the screen because I don't want to see this anymore. This is so damn Jesus Christ.
They're too cute, man. These people are.
This is more what I saw.
Average Magic the Gathering stan, I guess, is what you would put up there.
Stanky ass. Oh my God!
Just eating every piece of shit.
I can feel the earth tremble.
Every year. Oh, I'm sorry about that. 3 pieces of shit this year. L plus ratio, by the way.
I think they have done enough. However, it's the way they deliver it.
I feel like we as players deserve better.
I find it, I'm sorry, I just find it really hard to believe that there's a grown-ass man. Let me bring it back.
It's the way they deliver it.
I feel like
this guy here.
Okay.
He's got to be like late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah, something like that.
Has he? I bet you he's never even kissed a girl or a guy.
I bet you
whatever his preference.
I don't know, Riv. I bet you this guy's married. How much you want to bet this guy's married?
Yeah, I bet he's married. I would have bet with that too.
Big streamers like this, they're always like married somehow. You know who he kind of reminds me of? I bet his situation's very similar to Flatley. He looks like Flatley to me.
No, I'm gonna tell you.
Also, there was that thing a few years ago going around TikTok about how all of these like nerdy gamer guys have massive
dicks.
members. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that was a thing, and I feel like a lot of guys took that opportunity to get that one girlfriend and lock her down.
Yeah.
But also, like, have you never just been super passionate about something super dorky? Like at some point, this just
I was till they took it away from me. I was until they took it away from me.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all fun and games until Kathleen Kennedy comes up and steals your fucking franchise from you.
Do you not see the posters that are on my wall behind me?
Mm-hmm.
Do you not see that?
No. I see the shadows of a poster, but if you think I can tell what that is, you are out of it.
Listen, all right. Riv from the South what is it?
There. You see that?
Yeah,
now?
Riv, old reverter from the South is fuck. I just lost the word again. God damn it.
You see that?
Associated. Yeah, old reverter is associated with 2 forms of the rebels. Okay, that's the rebels from the Civil War and the rebels from Star Wars. All right.
You see that? Star Wars. Star Wars.
That took forever to get out.
I've got Star Wars action figures. I've got a whole library and a whole nother room of all the books and stuff that was written over the years of Star Wars.
Damn.
Okay, so have you never felt like something that Disney or George Lucas or whoever did with the franchise was something that like was basically a personal attack on you personally?
Yes. It was called Episode 7, 8, and 9.
Okay.
And before that, it was episode 1, 2, and 3. But I got that dagger out of my heart when 7, 8, 9 came out because I thought, shit, 1, 2, and 3 was at least a frontal assault. 7, 8, 9, they came me from behind.
Yeah,
and didn't even
right from
use
behind
lube when they did it.
Nope. Yeah.
So yes.
I feel like this is all that is. I know that I felt similarly when EA came out with DLC for a DLC pack when they didn't include hamsters in the pets DLC. I was mad about that for like a solid month. This happened. Excuse me, if I bought the game, you make me buy the DLC, and then I had to buy an additional DMC just to get hamsters, and I did it, but I wasn't happy about it.
That's dumb. I could see them making like an expansion for hamsters and then another expansion for gerbils. It's like
literally like pets. They came out. It was pets. It was called pets. People were upset because horses and hamsters weren't in it. And then like I don't know, a week later they came out with one that just had hamsters, and it was like you.
Wow, they're just gonna gatekeep the horses like that. That's just.
That sounds like a whole. Came out with a whole horse expansion. To be fair, which I did.
Oh, so now it's a whole dog and pony show. That works out. Let's go. All right.
Yeah,
all right.
I don't know. But yeah, I get it. Right? When you have something that you're passionate about, be it a movie, movie franchise, or maybe it's a book franchise that becomes a movie, or maybe it's a video game series, whatever. I get it, right? And they inevitably just stab you in the back, and you're like, "You son of a bitches." I get it. I 1,000% get it.
That's Kingdom Hearts 3 to me.
But here's what you have to do. Here's what you have to do, guys. Listen to me here. You have to dig deep down inside of you somewhere that still has a reservoir, and you just say, "No more," and you walk away, and you don't give them no more money, and you don't buy the latest expansion, or you don't buy the monthly subscription to play it anymore, or whatever it is, and you just say, no more, I will not, and I shall not, and I won't do it no more. You just have to say no.
They did two things that hurt that plan for me when it came to The Sims specifically. One is now every time you go to log in to play The Sims, there's a big screen and it grays out all of the expansions you don't have, which hurts my brain. But the other thing they did was a bunch of people were like, well, that's fine. Do whatever you want with Sims 4. I already bought the game, so I'll buy whatever DLCs, blah, blah, blah. But when you guys come out with Sims 5, I'm not buying it. So what did EA do? They said, we're not coming out with with Sims 5 for at least 10 years. So you can feel comfortable investing into this game, blah, 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 blah. But it was really in response to most people going, we're not buying Sims 5 because of the dickery you've pulled with Sims 4. So, you know, I feel like the companies will always figure out how to fuck you if that's the goal, you know? Well. TWD killed Shiva. Oh, yeah. There we go. Walking Dead. When they killed Glenn, I was done with the show. I was like, oh look at that. The show no longer matters to me in any way.
I don't know. I mean, when you kill a character, it's not a personal slight.
You knew it was coming, right?
It should have been Abraham, okay? They didn't need to kill Glenn. He didn't need to die then.
So you didn't read the comic books beforehand.
In the comic books, he had already been dead a while by that point. Therefore, he could still be alive today if not for their choices. So, but anyways. But also he was the heart of the show, and I couldn't care after that. So
okay. Whatever, but Negan was a badass and still is a badass, and so I'm fine with it. All right, let's finish watching this retard here.
Okay.
We as players deserve better.
It's just a game.
The phrase, it's just a game.
The phrase, it's just a game. Dude, you're not seriously with your bald ass and your man and your neck beard sitting there saying it's just a game. You need to just saying this.
You need to back up because you got to hear what he's saying. Like he's responding to somebody. It's great. It's great.
Deserve better.
It's just a game.
The phrase, it's just a game, is such a weak mindset.
Thank you.
Isn't that the best?
Well, if it's not just a game, then what is it? Is it like a way of life? I mean, what? I mean, it's just a fucking game, dude. Seriously.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. Is that like but this is what I mean is that like these people are crazy because like this Genshin Impact stuff, like it's gotten so crazy. Like because these people are now like a lot of these people have had to come out on Twitter and apologize for different things from like this whole drama that's been going on for like 3 years or whatever because they end up saying things that they don't even mean. They don't even mean the things that they're saying anymore. They're just trying to get rhetorical points on whoever. It's hilarious.
Oh God.
This guy doesn't even believe what he just said. He literally doesn't believe it.
Happy Lunar New Year, happy Lantern, right?
Here's 3. They could have given us 2 wishes. How would you feel about that?
They could have given us 2 wishes.
2? Oh!
Jesus.
I mean, they could have given us 1. They could have given us absolutely no wishes.
You know what the problem is?
Be careful what you wish for.
It's obvious. Look at this guy. He doesn't have enough fiber in his diet. Look at him. He's constipated to hell. You can tell by looking at him.
They could have given us 2.
I haven't played Pal World. This right here, this is part of why I haven't played it.
That's reasonable.
I think that, anybody who's watched me play Fortnite knows I'm a very emotional player, and if I got into something, I could see this occurring. Like I know we all joke about like what autistic behavior, but having autism does play into
listen,
just a bit.
Listen,
you know
I can be shamed by anybody. I don't care. I will have this debate and I will yell at people over Kingdom Hearts. I don't care. That is my niche. That's my lane. I'm staying in it. What?
12 midnight. You take that back. You take that back right this minute. He does not look like a young people. Hell no, he don't look like a young people.
That guy?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know if he
thought
look.
the other guy did look a little bit like your son, though. I was just thinking. I was like, well, he just called him kind of a loser, so maybe I shouldn't say that. Have a
Are you listen? If you don't think that Riv would call his little tykes, his little young ones losers from time to time, I don't know who you're thinking.
Oh Jesus! I call them losers all the time.
Yeah, exactly. See,
nice. See, and
it's good for the self-esteem.
See, but here's the thing.
You're so nice and gentlemanly.
Well,
and
okay.
Yet,
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you
I have to
something.
Put up with you all the time.
I raised my sons to understand that this world hates them. And if they were not tough enough to withstand the hate that this world was going to thrust upon them, I was not going to have them sucking their thumbs in the corner, cowering, boo-hoo-hoo-hooing like 90% of the damn millennials that walk this planet. I wasn't going to have that. No. I wasn't going to have it. That's why my sons are the men that they are today. Period.
Well, fair enough. They're good men. Your one son helped me out like the other day with some coding stuff, so I appreciate that.
He told you the difference between C# and C++.
You know what, TG? I'm going to do this publicly. I don't care. I laid on the grenade for you in that moment, okay? You're the one that told me it was C++ when it was C#, all right? I went with what you said.
You didn't show it to me, sir. You're like, you guys do C++, and I said, I do a little C++.
No, it wasn't me. It was you, GG. You were the one that did it.
Okay, for the record, my preferred coding language is SQL, so, well, talk to me when you get that, I guess.
Fair enough. All right, let's watch this video.
Let's go back.
They gave us 3.
This video is gonna cause some problems. Then Vivocity is a slime. I never had any problem with this guy because he just makes content about the game. Maybe he likes the game, but he made the dumbest mistake that I ever heard in 2024.
As if a YouTube video is gonna do.
This guy's avatar is this
slime.
Female-looking character?
It's a slime. No, it's a slime. See the little slime?
Yeah, so you know how like Flamenco does his flamenco thing? It's basically the same thing, but it's a slime.
It's a VTuber. Yeah, it's a little VTuber thing.
Yeah, it's
so
like
the guy speaking is this slime thing.
No. Okay, so the person who made this video, he is commenting about all of this just in general. I guess the thing with this guy that's interesting is because he's been a part of the Arabic community, I guess he hasn't really been, like he's been privy to a lot of this because he's been listening in English, but kind of out of it in the sense that like he's just been observing more or less. Maybe he made content like in his native language, but obviously nobody cared because they couldn't understand him. So this is him for the first time. So, and I should say too, the quote that we're about to witness from this dude, this little slime guy, is him talking about pretty much the entire drama as it relates to Genshin Impact. So he's talking about stuff like the KFC thing. He's talking about stuff like the thing that we talked at the very beginning of the stream, the review bombing and stuff like that. He's talking about like putting public pressure on a company is what this guy is referring to. So rewind a little bit.
Cringy says that this little slime dude here that we're seeing on the screen is actually a character from the game, but it's like one of the enemies is what it is.
Okay.
And so,
yeah, that's pretty typical.
I think she was talking about this purple-haired character because I was like, I thought the guy narrating was his VTuber avatar.
No,
but
that's
apparently
just,
this is
no, that's
got
just
it.
Just one of the characters in the game.
Yeah, he's just using it as an avatar.
The mistake that I ever heard in 2024.
As if a YouTube video is going to do anything about it. As if 1 star in Google Classroom is going to do anything about it. As if unfollowing Genshin.
Why are they doing anything in Google Classroom? What?
Why not? It's
Come
easy
on.
to use.
Well,
UI.
Funny enough, I think the one news article we skipped, I'm not sure if we saw it, was Genshin Impact players are review bombing Google Classrooms for some reason. So like that was a part of their tirade was they went in and they review bombed Google Classroom ? I don't know why, but they did. And it's so funny. Look, I think he shows. I don't know if it's this video, but there was some video that I saw where they actually showed the reviews that these people were leaving, and it's literally just like them saying Genshin Impact bad or fix Genshin Impact, and it's over things that like have nothing to do with Genshin Impact.
So they were just out there just review bombing everywhere, trying to get people to know the
just
name
attention.
Genshin Impact.
Yeah, they just wanted to like put pressure on this Chinese company, I guess, to fix their game. No, not even to fix their game. There was no problem with it. All they wanted was they just wanted some special event to happen every year on the anniversary of the game. But it won't happen that way because they have Lunar New Year. So they're not going to do 2 things.
I'm gonna take the contrarian perspective and say I think it's good that they're doing this. Review bomb everyone until they can't ignore you. That's the American way.
I guess. Yeah.
Take
I guess
it on.
Kind of based.
Cringy says the only drama that they heard of was Western players being upset about the lack of dark-skinned characters when an area in the game was based on the Middle East. Well, of course. Western,
I think a lot of games
culture
suffer from that.
Hmm?
But also, I will point out that a lot of Middle Easterns don't, in fact, have dark skin. So, like, you could make both arguments. You could make both arguments.
Yes, we see you, JFA, and yes, we know you're on the watch list of Genshin players. Yes, we acknowledge you. Okay, we do acknowledge you.
No, now you've done it. Now you've acknowledged him.
You're not invisible.
Yeah, I acknowledge you in your desperate attempts to get my attention, JFA. 100%. It worked. All right, let's keep on.
Impact's gonna do anything about it.
To quote a great man, that's strike one.
I should be the only motherfucker getting praise in the Genshin community because I don't spend money on Genshin Impact.
Hello. I mean, maybe he's right. Maybe we shouldn't make videos about the game. Maybe we should
So this
stream
is
Genshin.
okay. So this is something that was wild to me. Was I had to, because I didn't understand what he meant by that. So there's a huge divide right now between Genshin Impact content creators, and I guess the content creators are disincentivized or shamed for doing the gacha pulls, so spending money so that they can try to get characters. The only way that they are allowed, like by honor, to get characters, these content creators, is to play, like, do the free to play version of the game. So there have been there was another content creator I was listening to that was doing a reaction to this, and he was laughing his ass off because he's like, you don't understand. He was like, for years I did the gacha thing of it, and it was so much easier to make content and stuff like that. And he was like, it was so much better. He was like, yeah, I got some backlash by people who were upset at me doing that because they didn't want Genshin Impact to be that kind of thing. But like, I did it anyway, and it was great for content. Like, it made a lot of sense for me. But he got hated so much. He got so much hate for doing that he had to shift. This dude, like, it was actually the bald dude with the beard who was saying that. Like, one of the harder guys I would say in the community. Yeah. He was like, no, I was bullied out of it. He was like, I was 100% bullied out of it. I will never do that again because I know these people are crazy. They're vicious. So I don't know what was going on there, but
what is both of your personal opinions on that kind of thing? If you're making content, like, do you want to promote the essentially the gambling aspect of the game like that?
I don't know. It to me, it's like a do what you want kind of thing. Like you can play. I think I appreciate that the game has a path to be able to play it free to play, and I don't love that they have the pay to win or the gacha stuff. Like, I think that that's predatory, especially for children. But like, at the end of the day, it's however you want to play it. Like, that's the boring answer. But like, I would say, like, I think it's crazy. What's crazy to me is that there are viewers or people who play this game actively, or other content creators who play this game, that will shame you for playing the game a certain way when you are literally allowed to play the game that way. Yeah. It's like, you're incentivized. They want you to spend money. Like, so what's the problem?
Listen, here's okay. It doesn't matter what game that you're playing, right? There is always going to be a money component. The only ones that I'm aware of, you have to go way back, like, and when I say way back, I'm talking about like in the early 90s, when you bought a game, right? And that was it. There was no skin packs. There were no play and get chests, and you then have to get keys to unlock the chests. But like the last game that I can remember that I played that was like that was Counter-Strike, like 1.6. And then, of course, when they got into the Counter-Strike World or some other nonsense, that's when they got into the whole skins, and you had all that drama and around the skin games and the gambling websites, right?
All the phase people got exposed. Yeah.
And nowadays, okay, so something as simple as Fortnite. Now, Fortnite is free to play. And you can play Fortnite from now until the cows come home, as long as you have an internet connection and a PC or a console that will play it. You can play it. However, you're not going to get all the cool little skins. You're not going to get to be Peter Griffin. You're not going to get to be Deadpool, or you're not going to be able to be Solid Snake or whatever. that all comes at a price. I will say this for the season passes, whatever for
Fortnite.
Fortnite is like what, $6-7. It's not something that's just outrageous.
But you know, there's the main difference between that model of how to do that and what Genshin Impact does is Genshin Impact says you have to pay money so that we can do a lottery system versus Fortnite where it says this is what you will get if you pay this. You know?
Yes.
I like Fortnite's model for that because it's like because like even though I have to play the game to attain certain characters by getting the battle pass, I'm fine with that because I'm going to play the game anyway. So it's like so I pay a little bit of money. I have now the ability to be able to get these characters. It's guaranteed. I know so long as I get those so long as I try, I will get them. You know,
you just got to put your time in. You just got to play.
Yeah, so it's like, so what's the difference between I really badly want the Peter Griffin skin, so I got to do a gotcha pull for $20,000 before I happen to get the pull, or $6 and playing the game a little bit,
So here's the deal too, though, right? So let's say you're playing the game, you're playing Fortnite, and this was just a bad season for you as far as you didn't get to play as much as you wanted to. They still give you the option to get those skins. You just have to buy them. You outright have to buy them. So,
and it's for a reduced rate because you've played a little bit.
Yeah.
So it works out.
It's here's the deal. I mean,
also they don't impact the game itself. They don't sell things that
it's purely cosmetic. It's purely cosmetic.
Special gun.
Yeah.
But that's a big difference because I think Genshin Impact isn't the case, right? Like some of these heroes have different abilities and stuff. So it does also break the game, or maybe not break, but certainly changes the game in a substantial way, presumably, to do this, which is
Cringy seems to have an idea as to like all this stuff more than I do, because like I said, I haven't really played this game, so I don't know what the system's like, but they say sorry, the pity system is really high as well. You need to pull 50 times before you guarantee to pull. That's nuts. Like, so what that tells me is there's a system where you can get whatever it is that you're looking for, but the amount of times that you have to pull is 50. How much money is that, Cringy? Off the top of your head, would you say? If you know in like US dollars, I'd be curious. I'm curious, like what would that amount to if you had to do 50 pulls to get something? How much is that?
Also, you said like, you just had to play a little bit to get the Peter Griffin skin. Don't you have to reach like level, I don't know, 80 something? That's not a little bit. That's quite a number of hours.
I mean, relatively, I got it.
Okay, so Weird Dude says $100 USD.
Oh my God! Yeah. Can you imagine spending $100 for a skin in Fortnite? That'd be outrageous. Yeah. That'd be outrageous. I would be very mad if they did that. Actually.
But hang on.
Wow.
That's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money. But a lot of people
for one skin.
Yeah, but a lot of people drop that in a season because they have other skins and stuff that they drop during a season that is not something that you can play to win, or you go through the, but usually they're not that expensive. They're like what?
Right. They're not as expensive, and it's like $5, $6-7. Yeah, it's something like that. It's like this. It's like the cost of a battle pass. But in the amount of stuff that you get with that too, it's like you have the ability to customize things with it. It's like you get the back bling, you get like an aura when you fall. You get a parachute, you get all sorts of stuff. I don't know. It's a different, and also too, you know what you're getting. I'm spending $5, $7, whatever it is for this, and there's no surprise. It's just you got it. And
by the way, I'm real close to getting Peter Griffin skin. Can you imagine my goofy fat ass playing as Peter Griffin? Hey Lois.
Yes.
Hey Lois.
Lois. Hey Lois, come over here. I'm gonna do a 360 no scope. Lois.
Now I have to play. I have the Peter Griffin skin already. I've been playing a lot lately, and I was gonna say that was the other thing that I got the battle pass because I wanted to have something other than the most basic skins, but it's actually been more motivating to actually play the game and do things differently than I otherwise did in order to complete those kinds of quests.
We have a question in chat, Max. How many Fortnite skins do you have?
I'm trying to count because I don't know off the top of my head, and I'm thinking I have to have at least. I haven't been playing for that long, but I think I have at least 30 by now, probably. But that's like probably rookie numbers, to be honest. You should ask like Nicholas Diorio. Probably has like thousands. You know.
I think I have
a
maybe.
few.
I'm gonna say ballpark. I probably have between 10 to 15.
Mom,
like
no, not. They're not talking about my skin collection that I like to keep in my basement. That's not what we're talking about now. Don't tell anybody about the accident, the skins, the human skins that I cut off and keep in my basement. Don't tell anybody about that, Mom.
Oh Lord, Buffalo Max. Puts the lotion on its skin or it gets the hose again.
Yeah, right. Well, you know, you got to keep them lotioned. That's how they stay stretchy.
100%. All right, so do we want to watch some more of this video, or what are we doing?
I do. I know it's long. I know we're going a little bit long. I apologize about that, but this is fun.
All right, let's watch some of this.
I agree.
Impact for 80 hours a week. I think that we shouldn't spend money on the game, he's right. But we should spend money on our viewers' account to encourage them to stop playing Genshin Impact. What a noble dude. See guys, you are all wrong. This guy is the only guy that deserves praise in this whole gacha community. How can you be so ignorant? How can you think that you are smarter than a green fucking ball? Bro is getting attacked by 2 whole people. Bro, even Tower Fantasy has more players.
That's
than
my
these two.
favorite. That's my favorite part is that guy. Like, that's the other thing too, is you'll like when you look into these people, you'll see like they'll be like, oh my God, I'm getting harassed online. These people are coming after me. Oh, they never stop. It never ends. And as it turns out, it's like 2 people on Twitter. With one account is blocked and the other account, you try to block him and he makes a new account so that he can talk. That's it. That's all it is. Like,
Jesus Christ. They need some of the idiots we've had to deal with over the last year or so.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
they would not survive.
Yeah, well, I'm okay with
Well,
that
they do,
too.
but for a different reason. I guess
I'm
I agree.
okay with that.
Yeah.
I think they need that in their lives. I really do think they need that in their lives.
You know why? Because Genshin could never. Why did I say it? I have no idea. It's just funny at this point. But hey, Doro got something to say, and he responded, oh no. Look, even the
Let's
slime
read that.
thing-
Let's read that. So Doro, who's I guess another content creator who does Genshin Impact, says Genshin Impact needs to start listening to the community. We deserve better after 3 years. Which, by the way, we haven't really talked about that yet, but I kind of believe that. Yeah, I mean, like maybe they could do something for an anniversary. I get it; it's very close to another like party, celebration thing that they do. Yeah. But like, I don't know. I don't think it's a big ask if your community, if your Western community specifically, is being like, hey, why don't you do something for that? That would be kind of fun. Something. Something. I don't think.
But on the other hand, why do they have to? Like, it's their birthday, and they can choose not to make content if they want to, can't they?
Whoa!
I guess that's true.
Are you saying it's my party and I'll cry?
I can cry if I want to.
Literally.
Cry if I want to. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I would really hate it if on my birthday someone was like, "Well, you have to come here and." Make me cake. It's not like their fans are like, let us give you something for your birthday. It's like, no, make us something for the and to be fair, that's something I guess for the honor of serving us for this past year, right? That's literally what the
Honor of
fans
serving
want.
us.
I guess. I guess when you put it like that. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, so this Enviosity guy who is in the thumbnail, says getting deja vu from this since we go through this every year. Each anniversary, we voice our complaints on Twitch/YouTube. We unfortunately get neglected, or Genshin goes or does cheap damage control instead. Eventually, people forget and back to the usual. Maybe this year is different. I mean, not a bad tweet. I don't know. Not a big deal tweet to me. But what do I know?
Well, evidently you just didn't understand the severity of the original tweet, Max. You're just
of course.
Not,
well, that's the thing is like, I don't know. Like my assumption is that none of these content creators would be telling people to go and like, review bomb Google Classroom, right? Like so it's like we all got to be good working in good faith here, right? So my good faith interpretation of Doro here is that he's just saying like, I don't know, maybe it wouldn't be a big deal. Like maybe we deserve better as a community.
So you know what? Every gaming community out there, every last stinking one of them, myself, and I want to include myself in this because I have done a rant or rave once or twice in my day about whatever. Probably more recently was probably something to do with WoW because I spent so many years of my life playing that damn game. would get upset with the devs because they did something or wasn't doing something. Why can't you do this? Why can't you do that? Why can't you go online and you vent? That's what you're doing. You're venting because you feel like this something that you've invested this much of your life into. You feel like they're not listening to you, especially if you have other voices out there that are essentially saying the same thing. You're like,
but see, that's the funny thing.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so this tweet is a perfect encapsulation of this, right? Neither one of these people disagrees with the sentiment that they should be getting better. But one of them has cucked out to the company, and one of them is just saying, hey, maybe we keep on the pressure.
Yeah.
But for some reason, this is a huge drama. So I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Like I said, Genshin Impact people, they're built different. It's built different.
All I know is if you drink wine, I can tell you right now, don't be gaming one night, drink a little wine, and go into the Blizzard forums and do trolling. They will ban your ass. I can tell you that from personal experience.
From experience. Okay. I was wondering about that.
Yeah. What was my favorite expansion? WoW. Favorite WoW expansion
like OG?
Probably was the third one, which was the
Burning Crusade?
No, Wrath of the Lich King. Burning Crusade was the second one.
You're right.
Burning Crusade wasn't bad, but I preferred the Wrath. The Lich
Wrath
King.
was great.
You know, I agree with you. I think Wrath was the best expansion, although I do like Burning Crusades quite a bit, and I think it's really says something that those were the second and third expansion, and they're on number 9.
I don't know. All I'll tell you is I've played every expansion except for maybe this last one, and after Wrath, they all sucked ass. They literally all sucked ass.
I left the game after Wrath, and I could not be happier for that decision.
I wished I would have stopped, but whatever. So I even went back.
Kept hoping for better with that, and I feel like Cataclysm was the one where I was like, well, if it wasn't gonna get better with this, nothing. And that's
right.
Every subsequent one was like has been
I did a trial demo. I did a demo for Cataclysm, and I was just so disappointed. I was like, fuck this, I'm done.
Yeah, I was an alpha tester for which one was it? It was the one where it was all centered around Jaina. I can't remember which one it was.
That was the one that the Civil War one or whatever it was supposed to be.
No, it was not. No, this was when we were at sea and shit, and there was, I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that was more recent.
Yeah, there was I forgot my damn train of thought.
Jaina, you're talking about expansion?
Nah, it doesn't matter. I forgot my train of thought, but anyway, it doesn't matter.
It's okay.
So let's go. Okay, let's go back to the video here.
Yeah, let's do the video again.
Thinking about it, maybe this year is different. How about we talk about his take? He said that unfollows and 1-star in Genshin Impact won't do anything, and only not spending money will help. Okay, of course we all agree that not spending money is very important. The unfollows and players quitting got the same value. Because first of all, we're talking about money. And you know what Hoyoverse wants? Investors. If someone wants to invest in a game and he finds out that it had 1 star and its community is really mad about it, this company or this guy is not gonna invest anything. And let's stop treating Hoyoverse like it's one guy there. There's multiple people. Maybe some of them don't care, but I assure you.
So let me kind of translate, because I know that there's a lot of information. So it's like this guy, this like slime guy, is basically telling everybody to not give money to the game, right? Yeah. And there's a bunch of other people that are saying, no, we can give public pressure by doing things like these, like the review brigading, like in a way that makes sense.
No,
like I agree. I agree it's wrong. I don't think that they should be doing it that way. I think that putting public pressure on Twitter is probably just enough. You don't need to review bomb.
Okay, so okay.
Yeah.
The Twitter, whatever, you want to rant rave on Twitter, fine. You want to make videos on YouTube, fine, whatever. You want to review bomb, whatever, right? I don't think companies really give two shits. The only thing that companies really pay any attention to is the almighty back pocket. If you want to really impact them, either A, quit playing the game, or B, more importantly, quit giving them money for whatever.
Well, see, but this is the really funny thing about this, is that I'm not even making an argument about which is better, because I agree with everything you just said. My thing that I think is funny about this is that there is one part of the community, or like one side of the community right now, that is review bombing the hell out of their own game.
Sure.
And the other side of the community that is like hell bent on not spending any money on this game.
Yeah.
Their own community is literally trying to kill their game.
Yeah.
Like that, like ever.
What just happened? Did I just lock up, or did Max just lock up? Hello?
Discussion, right? Like even the idea of DLC, for example, like when DLC started becoming like a regular thing, people were pretty mad about it, and arguably still are to some degree, and it hasn't stopped it from happening. Like, how many games these days come out and are good on day one? I would argue outside of Nintendo, like they always have issues at the beginning and then they like make it better after the fact. So is this that different? Should we consider the fact that you're getting the game itself for free, so you should expect to spend some money on the effort, particularly for something that's like a live game, right? But it's a very interesting approach to take to the whole thing, and I kind of I think I agree more with Riv of like, if you're pissed off with them, play another game. Like, I feel like there's 10,000 games that look very similar to this. I could be wrong. Don't hate
They don't
me.
want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. You're done, GG.
Here's and the figures are beautiful. They really are. So like, I know the character models are certainly attractive, but like, there are other games. Every day a new game comes out. Like that could be good, I feel.
Oh wait, it's JFA. I shouldn't be listening.
No,
I mean, yeah, it's free to.
It's me is the problem. My Discord's, it's fine. It's like we kind of had a little latency thing.
Oh, okay,
It seems
all
to be
right.
back now. I think we're okay.
Okay, all right, no worries. Okay, I think we should keep playing the
Dead air.
The whole video here. Yeah. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Dead air. That's right. We are good. Okay, good. They can hear me now.
Not the dead air. Jesus.
So that there's a lot of people in there that listen to this shit, and they are so annoyed by the Chinese community just giving 1 stars everywhere. And they know that the investor, when he looks at Genshin Impact having 1 stars, and especially if KFC, one of the investors, getting this negative shit just because of Genshin, I think it's pretty fair to not invest in this company. Although I really think that 1 star in KFC and any other place is just toxic and wrong, and also 1 star in Honkai Star Rail is just so stupid. It's just the same company. We should stop spending in Honkai Star Rail too. They don't care where the money comes from. No, you stupid. Let me try to help you understand this shit. This is the big. This is Hoyoverse. People work here. These are the CEOs, the people that control things, that blah 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 blah.
I think you get it. This guy, he goes off on like a little tangent here into this whole thing. We kind of have talked about it. I think we get it. I think we now have seen like the whole thing of it. So the only last thing that I'm thinking about maybe bringing up in this whole thing is that this Enviosity guy. Oh, okay, I'll just talk about it. I won't show you the tweets or anything. But this Enviosity guy, he has this series of tweets where he goes on and he basically talks about all of his problems currently with like him making content in the I don't know, the Genshin Impact space or whatever. He calls it trauma. He says that like one of these other guys, Tectone, who was that bald dude who you had made fun of earlier. He said
PTSD.
Yeah. From like. So the second one is due to my recent actions, I've quickly learned that staying silent for 3 years and allowing this trauma to dwell up inside me, rather than addressing it, will regrettably result in hot-tempered takes in me acting out as someone I'm not. It's like it's just like it's nuts. It's like this is literally just Discord over a video game, dude. Like it's like, and also too, Enviosity is literally the guy who went around telling people it's just a game. Yeah. So what the hell are you doing, man? Like, come on, dude.
You know what it is? It's real simple, right? It's just a game until you don't agree with me. And then when you don't agree with me, it's life and death. And we have, what is he called here? We have
Talk about the areolas.
We have a donation. Mr. Butt Savage donated $5. It says, is it just me or can anyone else hear the host besides D.Max? What do you mean?
Thank you for the $5, JFA.
But he's talking about how it was about, it was PTSD. And he talks about how it was trauma.
Read the next one.
Says everything turned into
not that one. Go back up. That one. Read that one.
Due to my recent actions.
No. Go down. It's the third one, dude. It's right there. There it is.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
It all started with the prolonged period of him.
Oh boy.
What medicine are you taking? Because I would like to be wherever you are mentally. You know what I mean?
I'm not taking anything right now. I wished I was.
Sure, you're not.
Alka-Seltzer Plus.
Not until after the
medicine.
stream.
Alka-Seltzer Plus cold medicine is the only thing I take.
And a side of whiskey?
No, I'm not. I have not had no alcoholic beverages. Thank you much.
Okay. It's just him dry.
Okay, let me find it here. Okay, it all started with a prolonged period of him badgering me throughout daily streams. I go live when he's live. Envy, let me know before you stream. Half my viewers always leave to watch you. Can you stream later? My community was confused why I had to cater to him.
So that's what that's all about, by the way. That's why this guy has PTSD.
Well, who is the him he's talking about?
Is the Tectone guy.
Look.
The bald dude from before.
Just, I don't know. There's always this thing where, here in the quote commentary community, or whatever it is that we're in here, we try to be respectful of other people's time slots. If they normally stream at a certain time or whatever. But if something happens and you just can't, you have to stream then guess what? Stream, right?
Yeah.
It's just that you just stream, right? I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I don't understand,
If you have a scheduled time that you stream or like a thing, it's just like, because here's the thing, and especially this tweet here is funny to read to me because like you could like I'm just imagining the conversation from both parties, right? It's like Envy is just trying to have a stream and it's like going live, whatever, and then this other person like reaches out and is like, hey, could you not stream at this time, or maybe could you go a little bit earlier? Like there's a way that you can say that that's like aggressive, and then there's a way that you can say that that's like, hey, would you mind doing this? Like, hey, I know that's kind of a bother, but like, would you mind doing? So I'm like, there's no guarantee for what the tone is because there's no screenshots or anything. It's not like we see the thing where he's like, listen here, you little piece of shit, you're gonna be streaming an hour later because otherwise I'm not gonna get my audience. Like that's not what happened. So I don't know.
This shit's funny. Everything turned into a competition. I want to host a giveaway. He had to do a bigger giveaway. If I was close to passing him in followers, he'd tell his audience not to let me catch up. This instigated his fans into flood my chat, telling everyone to unfollow and follow him. Okay.
Hiss, I guess.
That could have been like jokingly though, like, oh, our good friend Enviosity is like close to passing me. Like, I guess I don't. This feels very.
I know whose fault this is.
They're definitely at odds. I'll say that. Like, there's it's not like it's lost on me, like the intimidation factor perhaps that could be there if these people are not friendly. Yeah. But what I'm saying is that like it's like, is that really like a PTSD thing? Is that like really something to be like, he said this person referred to it not as drama, but as TRAUMA, trauma, this is not traumatic. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You know what? I think back to the days, you remember when, what was that channel from like India that was so close to PewDiePie?
Oh
yeah, T-Series.
Yeah, T-Series.
Yeah.
Mr. Beast. I blame Mr. Beast for this.
Okay, do tell.
Because, well, I'll tell you how, and it's real simple. To link this, Mr. Beast came out and was really champion, everyone to sub to PewDiePie because he didn't want this Indian, basically corporate company to surpass
Mafia
PewDiePie.
too.
Right. He wanted that spot to be held by a actual content creator, right? Not one of these corporate entities.
Bastard.
And
Who would want that?
So yeah, right. So he, one up, he'd do these big elaborate things to make sure people was subbing to PewDiePie, and so he set the record. And so this what was this other bald headed bitch's name?
Oh, I don't remember. You can scroll up and look at it. I can't. Tectone.
So low testosterone boy was trying to one up a little slimy ball. It's all Mr. Beast's fault. Everything comes back to Mr. Beast always. So
pretty much, yeah, pretty much. Yes up, no.
Burgers though, so I'll allow it.
It depends on where you go, is what I've heard from that one, but I don't know.
This is also what I've heard, and the one near me is great, but I have heard the same thing.
Yeah, I know they're in a big lawsuit right now. So.
Oh, okay. Well, Gigi just didn't like the conversation anymore, so she just thought
exactly. Yeah, exactly. So,
dip on out. You know who's ready to about dip on out too is the members of our Goblin crew. I am extending this out because I haven't gotten the link up for all the people who are fantastic members yet. Oh my God, here it is. Wait, Goblin crew, Seth. Oh, Seth is a Goblin crew now. That's ironic. How's she gonna do this stuff to her own family? K-Huck, Echo Tragedy, Joe, Mr. B, Mame S, Trippy Savage, and Pigeon Salad. If you would like to be a part of the Goblin crew too, please pay $9.99 a month to us and get shouted out at the end of every live stream or recorded episode. You can also be for $4.99 a month. That's just for $4.99 a month. You can be a part of our Mud Pie. You can be a Mud Pie for $4.99 a month and get early access to our videos, usually a day before they are uploaded to the public. And for $1.99 a month, you can be a Mudslinger and get priority comments and be in our members only chats when we do those, which we are going to be doing some members stuff soon. We're talking about it. It's in talks. So thank you to all of our members. If you are a member, you can have the fun with us on the member stuff. So I don't know, it's coming up. I'm just saying, just saying. So thank you to all our members. We really appreciate you. Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your support.
Ooh, we got a doggo. Look at the doggo. This cute doggo.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, nice.
And I think that pretty much wraps us up.
Yep,
guys. If you didn't know, the second part or part 2 of our 10-year retrospective, looking back at YouTube Rewind, dropped for everybody. You guys can give that a view. It's here on the channel. Also, in other news, let me see if I can find it real quick.
I'm pulling up Pizzle.
No, I'm not pulling up Pizzle.
Well, Pizzle uploaded a video. If you're not tired of the Mama Max stuff, definitely go watch that.
I just dropped a link to our second part of our video in the thing. Oh, yeah. This is something. Yeah, this is related to us, yeah.
Yes. So one of the creators that we looked at doing a retrospective look back, this was one that Max brought to us to do over. A lot of you guys seem to really like it, was Grade A Under A. Well, he tweeted out he's made 40 brand new videos. He says it's not a prank, that he'd been working away this past year. So he's got 40 videos in the can, evidently, and that he is going to...
I think it's live right now.
Has he okay, so we'll have to, let's see here. Let's go check it out.
YouTube videos showing them should be live right now. So that's...
Let's see here.
Yeah.
Videos.
I made 40 brand new videos. Okay, so it's the first one talking about all the ones he's going to do.
It's a season 7 teaser trailer.
Right.
So,
okay. It's what he posted on Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's on the same, evidently he's on the same video cycle as Nicholas DiOrio. He waits 2 years, puts out a video. So
I think it's really funny.
Yeah.
Because one of the videos in there is he really is taking a big swipe at like religion. It seems like he starts really doing a lot of religious content, which is like a weird turn for Grade A I never expected. Yeah. But to get ahead of Riv, I guess we did do that retrospective on Grade A Under A. So if you need a refresher or you don't remember who he is, or you never saw those to begin with, go check out our playlist, the Clear as Mud playlist that we have on Grade A Under A. There's like 4 videos, so it's like plenty of content,
Oh yeah.
But it's great. It's good stuff. It was a fun retrospective, and we had a lot of fun, a lot of laughs, and there's a lot of like inside jokes from Clear as Mud now too from that. So yeah.
It was fun looking back at Grade A Under A. Some of the stuff Either A, I was not aware of it, or B, more likely the second one is I just forgot about it. Going back to 2015, 2016. But yeah, it was really interesting going back and looking at grade A's stuff and going over and stuff. So anyway.
Yeah.
So anyway.
I'm interested that he's back. I'm curious if any of those are going to be any commentary related stuff. If it is, we're looking at a whole different ball game here.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if grade A under A? That is, yeah. Well, I mean, for the
swing.
Well, it's like they're usually like 6 minutes to 9 minutes long, right? So like I mean, he could be doing something very similar. He could be seeing the same trend that I am, which is that like short form videos just tend to do better. Honestly, if I were grade A under A, my best advice to him would just be make shorts. Just do shorts, dude. You'll fucking destroy it on shorts.
I think so. Yeah, with his content creating style, probably would, no doubt.
He would just fucking destroy. It would be top king.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I want to see a grade A under A video. Can you guys imagine? What do you think his take on Mama Max would be?
But the thing about it is with him doing 40 videos, like he says, where I'm going to say the chances of him actually covering quote commentary stuff, because it's so, I don't know, time sensitive, for lack of a better word, I guess. Going back and doing something, I don't know. I mean,
yeah, it's probably too niche for him at this point too.
Yeah.
If I were legitimately advising him, I would probably advise him not to do that.
Wouldn't it be kind of amazing though if he went back and tried to understand the whole Salvo, Edwin, Babs car thing? That would I would love for someone not in this community to try to go.
So then look, right? She gets in this car and she drives for 3 hours.
Like, I would love that. It would be amazing.
So great.
I mean, you spend 3 fucking hours in the car with them, mate, right?
That's actually a pretty good interpretation, Max. I'm very impressed. I'm pretty impressed.
I've been working on it.
Have you?
It's all right. It's okay. You guys are buttering me up. Get out of here. All right. That's it. My voice is starting to go.
Yeah, I've got it. I'm running out of steam myself. Thank you guys for everybody for tuning in today. We appreciate it. Max, thank you for bringing this whole, I don't know what you would call it. Genshin.
Here's my thing, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. This Genshin Impact stuff, we're not even close to the end of it, all right? The reality is these assholes on this Genshin Impact thing, they're going to keep going. They're going to keep making drama, excuse me, God. And the reason why I brought it all to you guys is because you guys are plugged into commentary. You get it, right? So the next time a Genshin Impact drama comes up or whatever, you're not going to be sitting there holding the bag, not understanding it. You're going to know at least a little bit of what's been happening beforehand. So thank you guys, everybody, for showing up for Clear as Mud. I do appreciate it. I have been D.max. That was Peepaw. We had Gigi here too. Thank you guys for all of your support. And remember to keep your powder dry, and we'll see you in the funny papers.
Exactly.
You just like